So welcome, my name is Diane Gerlich. I'm the Dean of Education, Workland School of Education, University of Calgary.
And my name is Mike Corbett, and I'm Professor of Education in the School of Education at Acadia University.
And we're pleased to chat about our new book, Rural Teacher Education, Connecting Land and People. Very interesting. There is significant a number of provinces and territories in Canada who have been trying to address the very complex challenge of how to provide quality learning education in rural and remote areas across Canada. And this conversation is not only happening nationally, but is happening on a global level. The impetus for the book is that a number of scholars were doing lots of programming, implementation at a local level, trying to respond to the needs of communities. And the rationale of the book is, in coming together, we saw that there was a very interesting conversation, not only amongst educators, but social workers, economists, political scientists, who are trying to reconcile how to create better quality learning environments, particularly for the rural areas in Canada.
I guess my part is to talk about what we think the contribution of this collection is. And, really it's the first collection that focuses on issues of rural education in Canada, and particularly on challenges around teacher education. Which is a bit ironic in a country where we're a highly urbanized country, of course, in Canada, but 20% of our population by StatScan's definition still lives in some form of rural community. So the collection focuses on the diversity of rural contexts, but it also brings analysis to similar challenges faced by rural communities generally. And so we move between, there's some pieces of the book that look at the broad demographics of rural Canada and provides national overview, and other pieces look at particular issues and contexts. And I think one of the other main contributions of this collection is that we're part of a movement to theorize rurality and as a multidimensional spatial idea. So it combines a look at rural life and rural education as a cultural phenomenon, as a demographic phenomenon, and as a historical phenomenon. And ultimately, it's about place and identity in the Canadian context. And we begin also to address the relationship between settler rurality and Indigenous issues in this context. And I think that's sort of it in a nutshell. What are we toasting this book with, Diane?
Well, it is a crisp fall day, so I have my tea in hand. You can see in our Zoom session here. And so I'm going to toast it with a nice warm cup of tea.